idea graveyards. And you want to know what happens to ideas that do not come to life? They become grief. And grief gets stuck in your body. It is a really powerful emotion. Grief is literally as strong as shame and guilt. These two identities are so strong, they're so overpowering that can stay stuck in your body for years. Hello and welcome back. It is so good to have you here. I have been so excited to talk to you about this. I literally spent all day writing this down. Me and my boyfriend, we went to a restaurant, we went to go eat sushi, and I literally took my notebook and I said, I am writing every idea that I get for this video down. And I have it all right here. I want to dive deep into this and talk to you about this. I am calling this the idea graveyard. The reason why I'm calling this the idea graveyard is because your ideas is what's going to make you your $1 million business. It's what's going to guide you straight to where you need to be, to talk to the right people, to talk to the right person. Your ideas are going to birth a new version of you. They're going to create something beautiful. And I want you to understand something. Let's say you're driving right now, or maybe you're home. I want you to look around, and if you see buildings, if you see highways, if you see anything out there, that is literally an idea that was birthed from somebody. Somebody said, hey, I had the idea to build something and I'm gonna make it happen. They had no excuses and they did it. And that idea is so strong that it's standing there. This house, our friend actually built this house. He built this house and the two others next to us. And this house was the best one he built because he used to live here with his wife. He added like 30 Sonos speakers to every part of this house. It's beautiful. A marble bar upstairs. I never actually go up there, but beautiful upstairs bar. And this house is 4 floors. Somebody said, I'm gonna build 4 floors and make it like this, and like that. And then our bedroom is in the 4th floor. It is so nice. We have the whole downtown view. It's beautiful. Marble, everything. You can see the marble floors. Somebody birthed this idea, made it come to life, and made money from it. This place scaled his business completely. 2 years later, he ended up making 80 million in his business and developing more of these properties, different locations. And he's so successful at 31 years old. I have so many more examples of this, but it literally starts from an idea. When I started my first business, it started from an idea of wanting to make more money. I said, how can I serve? How can I make more money? What can I do that is going to help me? And that is when my idea birthed. When I created Lena's Essence LLC, that was my first business. It was my beauty business. And from there, so many things came from that birth because I built the LLC, I built the business, I got the clients. And what happened there is that because I birthed that idea and I made it come to life, I used my hands to create lashes. I used my hands to make other people feel beautiful with their lashes, with their brows, with their lips, for lip blushing. And because of this, my reward was money. My reward was scaling. My reward was meeting such amazing women. I got to meet the most incredible women walking this earth. One of my favorite ladies that I got to meet, she is the wife of an incredible man. He has built some of the biggest stores that there is. He is the former CEO of Mattress Firm, and he now owns like multiple businesses. He owns a part of U of H, and he's well connected to like Tillman Fertitta and like people in that level. And she's the wife of an incredible man, and she is so incredible. Every time I meet a woman, I am like, I know that you're in your juicy feminine energy. You are divine. And I know that you call in the money, you call in the abundance, because women do that. And the man acts on them, acts on all these ideas. And you can too, women can too. I know I did it when I was single. I used to act on all my ideas and I created so much abundance for myself. And then later, I met my boyfriend. Now I put the ideas on him and I plant the seeds on him so that he can go and act on them when I get to be home. I get to relax. I get to read books. I get to learn. I get to do this coaching business. And I get to also have my rental property, invest in real estate. And I already built the businesses. They're on autopilot, so I don't really need to do anything. The rest is for me to just plant seeds. And if I get another idea, I act on them. Now, let's get straight into the video. So I have my notes here. I have plenty of notes here and plenty of notes here. I want you to imagine every idea that you get as a seed. Every idea that you're gonna get, I want you to think that it's a tiny little seed. And I want you to imagine that your body is a garden. Your body is a garden. But imagine that your hands are like flowers. Every organ inside you, I want you to imagine it as a grass with flowers, and all the organs that are helping you, all the systems that you have, all the environment inside you. I want you to imagine it as like a whole ecosystem, and this whole ecosystem is working for you. So now when the ideas come in, I want you to just embrace it and welcome the idea, because when you don't welcome it, you are repelling abundance and you're repelling new ideas to come in. So embrace that idea, let it come into your body, let it sit with you, plant that seed and start to water it. And that seed can look like, for example, you can get an idea that says, hey, let's start a business, let's build a clothing brand, let's flip a house, let's start an insurance company, let's develop something, let's create maybe a jewelry store. Anything. Start to listen to those ideas and implement them, because if you don't, they will turn into idea graveyards. And you want to know what happens to ideas that do not come to life? They become grief, and grief gets stuck in your body. It is a really powerful emotion. Grief is literally as strong as shame and guilt. These two identities are so strong, they're so overpowering that can stay stuck in your body for years. And then next thing you know, you wake up and you're like, why am I burnt out? Why don't I have my dream life? Why am I bitter? Why don't I have my dream man or my dream income? Why did I follow the rules of the world? Why didn't I follow my own rules when my body was telling me go and create and go and do this? Because you didn't listen. So now we're going to talk about this more. There's so much more to dive deep into. So let's see what I have here next. So grief is like a sum of like a hum of sadness that comes in your chest. You are going to feel this, and then it's going to lower either to your hips, it is going to lower to your back, to your lower back. That is where grief is stored. This is why massages are so important to get done, because you need to move all of that out of your body. Getting lymphatic drainage massages, doing something that is so nourishing for your body. Working out is so important for these very reasons. I don't want you to think about working out as like something that you just like, again, I have to wake up and do this and lift weights. Get excited and say, I get to move my body. I get to have fun with my ecosystem, the environment that lives inside me, and we get to enjoy life and have fun. That is exactly how I want you to feel. I get to move all the emotions in my body, and they're beautiful. They're so beautiful. All the emotions you feel. The one thing that I love about women, people in general, but women especially, is our rage. I love our rage and our ability to even feel rage during our menstrual cycle. That is so beautiful to me when a woman gets so angry because of everything that's happening in her life. Things that anger to me is beauty. That is art. That is why, that's the whole point of life, to be able to feel and experiment with these emotions, to feel them. But there's a difference between feeling them and storing them in your body. I do not want you to store them in your body. Emotions can be released in a matter of seconds. You feel it, you can release it in seconds. But a lot of people don't know how to release it. That's what we're going to learn by the end of this video. You're going to learn how to release these emotions. It is so simple. It is so easy. And you're going to be like, I cannot believe life is so easy. And there's a book called The Emotion Code. So Dr. Nelson, I study quantum physics, epigenetics, psychology, and I really love this. So Dr. Nelson did an experiment. He was with a group of people, about 100 people on a stage. Imagine a full stage. And he brought somebody up the stage. And this woman, he told her to face the other side of the stage, or her back was towards the audience. Then he tells her, pull your arm out. She pulls her arm out, and then here you put 2 fingers, and you kind of like right here where your bone is, that is where you're gonna push. You can even do this yourself at home. And he told the audience, send her positive energy, send her love, send her joy, send her you are kind, you are cherished, send her so much love. And then her arm was strong. He would push down, it was strong. And she kept the same energy, right? And then he told the audience, I want you to send her negative energy, send her hate, send her anger, send her rage, send her all these bad emotions. And then her arm was weak. Her muscles started to weaken. This is a test that is scientifically proven. And this is what happens when your thought energy, you're using it for other reasons instead of actually creating. What happened here, I thought this was so beautiful because thought energy is so powerful. Thought energy is literally energy. And when this energy is not contained, when it's not moved properly, again, it becomes grief. And let's say you are with a lot of people in a room, you're at a party, an event. Thought energy is so powerful that for my girls who are empaths, I know you feel everything people are feeling and everything they're thinking. I know it because I feel it too. And I can feel my body and my muscles getting weaker, or I can feel them getting stronger. No one has to tell me anything. This is how you will know if you're in the right room with good people who have great positive thoughts, who are constantly saying positive things to themselves, and that represents in their energy. Vibration is literally emotions and energy. That is how you raise your vibrations, how you are able to contain your emotions, release them, and stay in like the energy of love. And because love is like the highest form of frequency. And then you're able to literally release these emotions, make them come to life. That right there is powerful. So in a room full of people, you're going to feel so much. If your muscles are literally like becoming weak, that is how you know you're in the wrong room. And that is also how you know that you are not acting on your ideas and you're letting your ideas become a graveyard. Your muscles are going to start to become slobby. You're going to start losing strength in your muscles and in your body and your energy. And let me see what else I have here. Let's see. I'm so excited for this. I hope you guys are getting something out of this right now. If you're taking notes, I am so proud of you. Okay, I know I wrote so much and I feel like I have so much more to say. Okay. Okay, yes. So your body starts to grieve the version of you that was not birthed. It starts to grieve that version of you that belonged on the stage, not on the hallway. That version of you that was meant to make that like $1 million business. That version of you that is meant to go from $2,000 a month to $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month. The reason why you're not here and other people are, it is because the people that are here, they're the ones who acted on their ideas. To me, everyone's special, but no one is like that special to where they're just so gifted and so like all of that. there is people with so much talent, but literally the people who make like 100 grand a month, 1,000,000, they just act on their ideas. It's not like rocket science or something just so impossible that no one can understand. They act on their ideas and they go and they literally start creating. And sometimes when you don't act on your ideas, that could also mean that you have wounded masculine energy, because masculine energy is the energy that activates the action, the logic, the structure. Oh, sorry guys, it's so pouring so bad outside. That is crazy. It rarely rains sometimes, or it snows. Like, the weather here is so weird. But I'm glad it's raining. We needed some rain. It's actually beautiful to see. And I'm really excited to just hang out and watch the rain. Anyways, so grief sits in your chest and it feels so tight. Sometimes you feel like you cannot fully breathe. Sometimes you may feel like you cannot fully express yourself, and it can hide in your belly. It can literally hide in your belly. And this is another reason why you may feel like it is so hard to lose weight. And this was me whenever I had just so many thoughts and ideas, and I kept asking God, I want to change my life. God, I want this, I want that, I want another change. He kept giving me thoughts, and I was never acting on them because I was scared. I made a million excuses. I said, God gave me the idea, and I was like, well, I don't have the right makeup. I don't know how to do my makeup properly. It looks like I'm not wearing any makeup. I don't have the right lashes, or I don't have the right clothes. I don't have the right camera. I don't have the right place. I kept putting so many excuses. And then I saw other people that were doing it, and I'm like, what is going on? Why can I not act on this? But I had accumulated and stacked up a graveyard of ideas that have been stored in my body. So then I had so much pain in my hips, in my lower back, and literally it was so hard for me to let go of this and realize this. I then traveled to Miami. I went to a retreat, and literally my body started to move in ways that I had no idea I could move, and I could feel everything coming out of my body. And it was amazing because I had other people there to help me, and other women who came up to me, and they're like, I know, I can feel your pain. I know why you have this grief in your body. This and this happened in your life. And I'm like, yes, that's right. And they helped me through it, and I was able to learn so much and let go of all of this. There's a lot more about inner work that is so powerful and so intense that I want you to learn, and I want you to always remember this, always. So now, let's see. I don't know if you can hear the rain. Okay, so one way to release and understand when you're having grief in your body, I want you to do some somatic shaking. Somatic shaking can look like you have your arms and you just wiggle them around really, really hard, and you move your body, or you can just jump. I love jump roping for this very reason, because I can feel all the muscles in my body moving. You have to move your body. For my private one-on-one clients, I have them do different somatic shaking techniques based on whatever that they're going through. Every situation is different. Every situation requires you to release the grief in certain places of your body. So it really depends on where your body, where that pain is moving and where it's going to. And one way to see this is if you sit down with yourself alone, no music, no phone, nothing. And then you start touching your body, and then you realize where there's pain. One way where you'll know where stress is accumulating is right here. If you touch this part where your ribs are and it hurts, literally go around in circles for a minute. The pain, if you follow the pain, that's where you'll release. Follow pain and you will become a new person. because that is where your release happens. So now release that pain here, that is stress accumulating right there. Sometimes a lot of people can feel it in their back, but it can be stored anywhere in your body. Or sometimes like in the heels of your foot, in your little arch, that right there, if you start massaging it, it can feel painful. Follow the pain. The pain will guide you straight to the release. Pain is actually medicine, so follow it through. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, now I want you, second thing, I want you to pay attention to what is coming up every single time you slow down. You've had a long day at work, you maybe had a long day of having so much fun. I want you to pay attention to what memories, what thoughts are coming up. And I want you to start a thought, literally, just start a thought page, put down your thoughts. And this is where shadow work comes in. Any negative thoughts, maybe judgment, maybe anything that you have that's coming up, I need you to write it down. Even discussing things that I know, like people may think about, you may think about, I need you to write them down, because that needs to be released. That energy needs to be released. And the more you write things down, like I said, you have solved 50% of the problem. You have released it. Journaling is so healing because you get to see all your thoughts and you get to see yourself raw in paper. You get to see yourself from like a third person point of view. This is exactly when you need to heal this, to let grief go. Okay, now, third thing, I want you to watch anything that you avoid, things that you're avoiding. Let's say you're at home, you're in bed, you're staring at the ceiling, or maybe you're taking a shower and you're just staring down at the floor, or you're just doing your hair. I want you to realize, what am I avoiding? What are things that I'm avoiding? Am I avoiding overworking? Am I avoiding my parents? Am I avoiding a friend? Am I avoiding my partner? Am I avoiding walking my dog? Am I avoiding nourishing my body? What am I avoiding in my life? Because that is literally the roadmap. That is like a GPS for how to release trapped emotions in your body. It's literally a GPS. Figure out what you're avoiding. Figure out those triggers. And like I said, it is medicine for your soul. It is medicine for your body. And that is inner work. And it might seem so tiny, but releasing this grief from your body is going to literally open doors for new opportunities, for new ideas to be born, for rebirth to happen. You are a person that gets to create. If you're a woman and you're watching this video, if you can birth children in your body, you can birth ideas, you can birth your dream life. You don't just birth from your womb. You birth by creating, you birth by being yourself and so authentic to your soul. You can birth your dream life, you can birth your dream income. Anything that you want in life, you can make it happen. If you can create a baby in your body, you can do anything that you set your mind to do. That is so powerful. That is the power of women. And let's see what else. I wish I can remember everything that I wrote down, but I typed like so many pages of notes, and I want to make this video at least like 30 minutes long. I don't want to make this video an hour long like my other video. I literally talked for so long and I did not realize it was a whole hour. So now, okay. If you feel like you are constantly hesitating in your life, you are second guessing every decision, you are second guessing every choice that you're making, and you are looking outside of yourself for answers, you're reading more books, you are walking or pacing the floors, you are doing anything possible to look for answers outside of yourself instead of looking within. That right there is so much inner work that needs to get done, because you will only find answers for your life within yourself, because your soul, your body already knows. Your body already knows. Your body keeps a score. You just haven't been made aware of. Your body is trying to communicate with you in different ways, but you don't know the language to communicate with your body. If your body is sweating, it is trying to communicate with you. If your body is in pain, it is trying to communicate with you. If your body is rumbling, it is trying to communicate with you. Your body is always trying to tell you something. If you get acne, your body is trying to tell you something. You just need to pay attention and stop literally getting consumed by the world, by social media. That is how you don't listen to your body, and you actually become further away from listening to you. Your body is the key to your feminine energy. Masculine energy is usually in the head, is usually logic, and the feminine energy is usually in the body. The second that you bring all your energy to your head and you start thinking in the logic and the structure and the judgment, like literally you are in the masculine energy. You are in other people's eyes. Healing grave starts with you taking tiny actions so that your body and your nervous system can learn, I am safe to be poured into, I am safe to receive, I am safe to take action, and I'm safe to create. And then you will start to get more seeds, more ideas in your mind, so that your garden can be a beautiful, like, overflow of flowers and beauty. That is how you turn this graveyard of ideas into a beautiful garden. And if you like this video, I hope that you comment down C below, and I would love to know what actions you're taking to grow more, to plant these seeds and to water them. And you will also find in the description my coaching link and other information that I really will love for you to click on and explore. And I love you so much. Thank you for holding space today and for listening to this video. I love you, I believe in you, and I'll see you later. Bye.